All right. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, August 24th, 2020. Welcome to the official start of season 2 of Morning Perspective. This morning, we're going to talk about what the new morning perspective is going to look like. Let's get started.
It is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life. And then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up.
All right. What's happening, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. It is good to be back with all you guys. We got a bunch of people popping on here. That's exciting, man. I was a little nervous before we got started here. Haven't done this in 2 weeks. And I was thinking, man, what if nobody shows up this morning? But you guys are all here. So I appreciate that. I'm grateful for all you guys to be here. I got to be honest. It was good to have a couple of weeks away just to kind of clear my mind and kind of get things sorted out as to how I wanted to go forward with this. And I think that I've come up with a pretty great concept here on exactly how we're going to move forward and bring some more value to you guys and bring some more people that I know in my network and have some, kind of sense and structure to how we do that exactly. So I'm going to roll through that in a minute. But as always, I want to say good morning to some folks. What's happening? Dayton Packard. Good morning, Carrie Ann, Mark Farrelly. Good morning, my brother Clayton Zelazowski, my man. Dude, there is a guy I have in town, Clayton, this week that I would like to introduce you to. If you got some time, we're going to be eating dinner down in Pittsburgh this evening. If you got a minute for us to swing by and you can say hi to the guy that is sitting over here watching over my shoulder for the next couple of days. Mr. Jay Duran is over here in my office. So love to introduce you to him. Tammy Clark, good morning to you. Jared, Christina, Carrie Ann, a guy named Phil up in New York, who is a buddy of Kevin Gray's, who does all of Kevin Gray's video work, is who created that video. And I'm happy to put you in contact with him. Lewis, good morning. Christopher Filippelli, my man. Lydia Weldon, Adam, Carrie Ann, blessings your way as well. And there's my wife finally popped on here. Good morning, babe. So let's get started here. So what I wanted to do, guys, was to kind of re-engineer this whole idea of morning perspective to be able to bring you guys, knowledge and experience and all of the things from the different areas of my life that are kind of, the buckets, if you will, of what's important to me. And then, kind of the places where I've built networks within my life, like these little, micro networks kind of, build the bigger network that becomes the entire circle that I am connected to, all of the people, all of the influence that I have that surrounds me, and to be able to bring you guys that in a sensible fashion that will bring you, real tactical skills and advice, and to bring you their perspective about how, being a part of these different pieces of things, and I'm going to get into those in a minute, have impacted them. And so I've broken it down to a handful of different topics or categories that I'm going to talk about each day that we're on here. So we have as follows in no particular order. So I haven't figured this out completely yet, but the contractor perspective. So we're going to bring you some people from the construction industry who have built businesses, who have been successful. Some people from what we refer to in the industry as the old school, some people from the new school. And we're going to talk about the perspective of being in the construction industry, being a contractor, and what that means and how it impacts people's lives and how it, makes a difference in their family, the things that are challenging, the things that are exceptional about being in this industry. So all the different aspects of that. The second one, and the guy that I just mentioned, Mr. Clayton Zelazowski, is going to be one of the first guests that you guys get to hear. I'm putting him on the spot here. But the Steel City perspective. So, people from Pittsburgh, people from around the city that I have been born and raised and attached to my whole life. And, there is so much good in this city, and I want to bring that to you. And it's really important for me to be able to introduce you guys to some of the people in Pittsburgh that are doing just amazing things in the world. So the leadership perspective is the next one. And I kind of debated back and forth between the entrepreneur perspective and the leadership perspective, kind of one and the same, but a little bit different. And I think I'm leaning towards the leadership perspective because, I want people, regardless of what type of business you're in or what type of career you're in, I want people to be able to relate to that. And so the leadership perspective, having people who are in leadership positions, who own businesses, whatever it is, but all across the country, some of the brightest minds that I know, I want to get on this show and be able to share that perspective about being in leadership, what it means to be a leader, what the best leaders are doing and how they build culture within their businesses that really allow those businesses to thrive. And the next one is the family perspective. So, I might just have my wife jump on every once in a while, or other people that have, families that juggle a lot and do a lot of things. But I think that there's a lot of people out there that really, this is a challenging topic, right? It's a challenge to do all the things that we do and balance a family at the same time and feel, kind of like you're doing the right thing in every aspect of your life. And I want to talk about that and unpack it with you guys so that, we can all feel good about what we're doing and how we can feel fulfilled in every single aspect of our lives, not just business and not just family. And I feel like that's a real challenge in today's world. And last but not least is the spiritual perspective. I really want to talk about, how spirituality is such an important piece. And I had run this past a couple of people, and I want to keep it broad in the spiritual perspective. I am personally a Christian, but, I want to keep it based in spirituality, just the importance of having that spiritual nature about you and understanding what that means and how it applies to your life and how it can help you grow as an individual, as a professional, as a father, as a brother, a mother, whatever it is, every aspect of your life. If you start to get in tune with that piece of who you are, it will absolutely take you to the next level. And, I want to be able to bring these topics to you guys because I believe that these topics and a handful of others are really what has shaped my perspective and my life and the culture in which I live, both professionally and personally. It is important for us to understand how that is shaped. And that's why I've been so passionate about the topic of perspective in the first place. I think that it's overlooked a lot in this world, the perspective of everything that's going on in the world around us, all of the craziness, all the, Jay and I were just joking before we got on live here about, people who were yelling at us over the past week over masks. And, processing those individuals' perspectives in the need to feel to yell at someone. And we can get into more details in those in different conversations in the exact scenarios. But it's everybody has a perspective of how they view the world. And those perspectives that I just went through, the individual buckets of my life, are really what form the person that I am, right? And so I want to unpack that for you guys, and I want to unpack many other people who are also friends of mine or in my network so that you guys can see, so many different people's perspectives on different things and really be able to grow and learn from that network of people. So that is all I really have for this morning. I wanted to launch kind of this new concept and throw it out to you guys, reconnect with everybody, man. I'm happy to see everybody that has been on here before is pretty much on here this morning. A lot of people are on here. So I appreciate you guys being here as always. And I definitely look forward to starting this journey with you guys and starting to talk about these different areas and bringing in these people that I know 1000% will have an impact on all of you and on me at the same time. So with that said, it's Monday, so I'm wishing you guys an amazing week. Hopefully you guys have organized your week already and you are ready to crush it, or you're already in the process of crushing it. So wishing you guys an amazing week, and I will see you again tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m., same place, same time, right here on Morning Perspective. Love you guys.